I got the news today that my investment property is clear to close. The buyer got the go ahead from their bank. So contingencies have been lifted and we're closing on Friday. We were supposed to close on Thursday, and then last week the seller asked for an extension because their bank was taking time to approve their purchase. Thankfully, the closing only got pushed by a day. I started to get PTSD from just deals over these past 2 years that looked like they were going to close and didn't close. Was able to hold it together, and looks like everything's gonna be good on Friday, so that's good. Working on a deal where I'm co-brokering it with another person who brought the capital source. I brought the developer, the client, and I thought that the co-broker and I had an agreement on the fee and how we would split it, and it turns out we didn't. He's got a different understanding than I thought we had. So I am going to tell the client that I'm going to stick to what I told them, which, if they hold me to it, will mean I'll make less than I thought I was going to make, because the other person wants to make more than I thought he was okay making. So I'll tell the client that I'm ready to stick to what I agreed to, because my integrity and honesty are what's most important for me in this situation. And I will ask them if they're willing to pay more. And I'll explain the situation, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they'll be willing to pay more. But I found out today that we had this misunderstanding, and I started to panic. But the good thing that I did was I didn't act. I gave myself time to calm down and think through the situation. In the past, I would have forced myself to do something, whether it's send an email or make a phone call, before I was ready. And I was able to really feel that I wasn't ready and have the patience to wait till I had calmed down. So that was a difference of probably 3 hours. And taking those 3 hours to calm down and think through what I wanted to do and be clear on what I wanted to do was really good. And I'm just finding more and more that patience is a virtue. If I'm not sure what to do, rather than forcing myself to do something, it's better just not to do anything, to stay calm and wait. I'm getting better at that. And it's a good feeling when you kind of can feel your way through a situation and trust that you'll be able to feel your way through a situation, that you don't have to rush. Another example of that happened today, it's kind of trivial, but was just cool, was I was in the city parking, and I pulled up to an available space with a meter. And there was something, I was trying to do multiple things at once, and I almost rushed through the payment process on my phone. but I held off because I wanted to take my time and do one thing at a time. And so I gave myself time to think through it and move step by step. And before I was able to pay for that spot, this woman was walking by and she said, "Hey, I've got a free spot around the corner. Why don't you follow me?" So if I had rushed, I would have paid and it would have been too late. But something told me, just take your time, don't rush. And I listened to myself. And because of that, I get 2 free hours of parking in the city. That's kind of like a trivial um, instance of intuition working well, but still valid, because it was just me taking my time, not making myself rush through something, and something unexpected and good happened. So, signs all over the place of taking it slow, being patient, feeling my way through things, working.